You know what Charlie Day says?
Wild card, bitches! Yeah!
And hello. Thank you for stopping by yet another edition of the Masters of Beer Reviews and Company Wildcard Wednesday for this November 2nd, 2022. I hope everybody had a good Halloween and getting ready for the late fall here, going into the winter time where everything dies. But we're going to have fun here. Screw that. My name is Thomas Metal 75, and here is your panel for the evening, starting with Alex, the beer master from the great state of New Jersey.
What's up, everybody?
Next to him is the Bumpy Road Brews from the state of New Hampshire. I almost said Rhode Island.
Lots of news here.
News. You know it's news. Beerman's here from the great state of Oregon.
Nice. Cheers.
New Oregon.
New Oregon.
New Oregon. All right. Yeah. And from actual Rhode Island, East Coast Liquor Reviews in Tanner.
Cheers.
Cheers. Let's read your damn mug. Snuggle up and watch us. No, thank you. And yes, this boy, Thomas Mouse 25, Southeastern Massachusetts.
Hey, Deb, I'm live stream right now.
Okay. Yeah, we're going to live stream.
Wait back when I'm done doing this.
Yeah, okay.
Yes, we'll go through our products and our pouring, and we are going to start
phone calls
right there. Alex, the beer master.
Sorry about that. One of my friends called me. All right, I'll be calling them back when I'm done. All right. I got the morning juice. Okay, my morning juice IPA with pineapple, and it's hazy IPA.
Nice.
And it is from Imprint Brewing. Imprint Brewing. Let me show you. It is from. I think Imprint is from Pennsylvania. I'm pretty sure. And you guys know, please let me know. I think we talked about this before. This kind of brewery. So let's pour this up and see what it tastes like, shall we?
Okay.
I think you shall. Cheers.
Well,
yeah.
Smell like, tastes like.
Prost, what are y'all drinking in the chat? Let us know in the comment section.
Ooh, it still smells good. Good. Perfect. Let's pour this up.
6,000 people watching live. 5,000 people watching live. Yes, 5,000.
Ooh, that still smells good. Wow. Love it. Okay. Well, that's supposed to be hazy, but kind of looks
murky.
I haven't drank in a while, so probably a couple weeks. So got a 1 finger head, 3 finger, 2 finger, 3 finger head, and I'll get the taste and stuff like that next time around. Cheers.
All right, cool. Thank you, Alex.
Cheers. Smell.
Let's go over to Bumpy Road. I think he's got a liquor to review, possibly.
Oh, you would think, but no. Hold on.
Oh,
I just want to say cheers to the chat real quick. There we go. All right.
Okay. Oh, there he is. Cheers, says Bumpy.
Cheers.
Perfect timing.
Huh?
For a beer. Whoa. Whoa, that's cool. Let's go look at that.
Yeah.
Yes.
So if you can see, beyond the little block-looking thingies, there's a tree house. See?
Hell yeah.
This is called Big One from Treehouse Brewing Company. It's their first triple IPA. I would hesitate to call this a triple IPA because it's only 9.4% ABV. But anyways, let's go ahead and crack this big one open. Give it a pour. It's really big. It was brewed on October 13th, so it is about 3 weeks.
That's
a little over 3 weeks old at this point.
That's what she said.
She's only 3 weeks old. Appreciate you. But You gotta take a drink now, Alex.
What did she say at the bottom there, Bumpy?
You do
It's
drink
really
that, you said
big.
that.
Ooh, look at that one.
Yeah, so it's got an off-white, creamy head, frothy,
Frothy.
tight bubbles.
Did you pick up Joe's beer Treehouse order, Bumpy? He thanks you in advance.
I can't talk about that right now.
Okay.
Sorry. But yeah, it's hazy. It's murky. Hazy. It's more murky. It's got that pineapple juice coloration to it. So it's kind of a cross between that kind of milky potato look with a little bit of like melted lemon lollipop and pineapple juice.
Oh, damn.
There you go. It's a tri blend of colors to make
Nice.
this. And yeah, there we go. The head looks like it's sticking around. It's nice and frothy.
Frothy. Frothy. Cool. Very
All
good.
right, cheers.
Cheers. BC Herbs. He's got nothing to add on beer knowledge, but he does know good music and great. And great, good people and great music. Cheers. Cheers to you, good sir. And
Yeah.
Alex, Joe Beer Patrol says, PA Patrol says, imprint is out of Hatfield, Pennsylvania. So you're right.
Thank you, Legendary Joe. Appreciate you, brother.
Cheers. Howdy. What's going on? He's on the coffee, says Sam Smalley.
I got some coffee going, Sam.
Oh, I'm picking my nose, dude.
Oh,
All right.
don't do that. No.
All right. So no,
Nose gnomes.
I was itching it. Okay. So this one's from Matchless Brewing out of, I think, Corvallis. Oh no, Tumwater, Washington. It's kind of a Halloween thing, but it's more of a Butterfinger. It looks like Butterfinger. It's called Treat.
Ooh,
It's an
that's
Imperial Dark Ale.
beautiful. That looks beautiful.
So yeah, just looks like a Butterfinger, and it's got CTC hops and Willamette. It's got pale Munich crystal roasted barley as the grain. The yeast is Voyager, which I've never heard of. Adjuncts are cocoa nibs, peanut butter, and toffee, just like the Butterfinger. So peanut butter, toffee, chocolate descriptors. Yeah, so this is a 9.5%, and I don't. Oh, it's can 1010, so it's fresh as fuck.
Ooh.
Nice. Yeah.
Alex heard Butterfinger and blacked out. Oh my god.
It does sound pretty good, though, I will say.
Wow, look at that.
What's
Like a Coca-Cola look to it.
the company that does that one?
Matchless out of Tumwater, Washington.
All right.
Nice, dark, obviously, like a dark chocolate, a dark Tootsie Roll, more of a dark black almost. And then you get to the bottom, it's like a dark, like a browner Tootsie Roll look. But a nice khaki looking head, a little rocky around the edges, but pretty creamy looking. It sort of smells the part. We'll get into it. Cheers.
Hell yeah.
It-
Come back to Beer Man shortly.
All right. So I was at the store today, just looking for some products for tonight's shows. And one of the kids comes up and he's like, one of the kids that works there, younger dude, kind of saw myself in this guy that worked there. I kind of did the same thing when I worked at beer stores. Comes up to me and he goes, and so I grabbed a couple IPAs and I grabbed that bomber bottle I had for a Beer Man show. He's like, oh, you like double IPAs? I'm like, yeah. He's like, oh, I should try this one out. Grabs it right out of the fridge, hands it to me. This is Providence Brewing Co. Pound Town. So I've never had anything from this company. It's an Imperial IPA brewed with Mosaic Simcoe Galaxy. 7% alcohol by volume. Only thing that kind of worried me was no date. So he said that people have been coming in and buying them. So I took the kid's word for it. He seemed like he was younger. I was like, yeah, I'll give it a shot. I remember myself, working at a liquor store trying to let people know what's good and what sells. And he seemed pretty genuine. So, yeah, give it a shot. Let's pour this up. It does say guava, mango, citrus. So, got my Spigloo IPA glass here. A little bit of water in there.
I believe they moved. I believe Providence Brewing Company moved to the downtown area of Providence. They have a bigger facility. They were on Mineral Spring Ave in North Providence, and they had maybe enough room to brew 3 different beers, and that was it. So they never really had a bunch on tap, and the consistency was never really that good. So I'm curious what you think of that beer you're gonna drink.
Yeah. I don't really know what to think. It doesn't really have much of a label. You know, as far as label artwork, it's like, okay. This is the Surgeon General warning or government warning. This big loop. That's about as artistic as they got on this can art was the government warning.
Oh, jeez.
So.
Wow.
Well, I haven't rehearsed my band yet.
There are government warnings in that circular wording.
That was their artistic can art. They were like, let's make the government warning a spiral loop. Ooh.
As long as the government approves.
Exactly right. You do whatever you want if the government approves. Within reason.
The downward spiral.
A little bit darker.
Yeah, I don't remember in their old location, Providence Brewing Company didn't really do much wowing for me. I'm curious.
That is straight golden. It's like a murky golden. It's not super hazy. There's a little bit of clarity at the bottom. I can see my fingers waving around down there.
Looks delicious.
It looks like a New England that I'm not super fond of. So I'm not a big fan of the super golden New England IPAs, but I'll definitely give it a shot. It's got about a finger and a half, frothy, creamy, slightly rocky head on top. Looks like it's holding a little bit of retention there. Some nice effervescence at the bottom. Overall, it looks like it's going to be another one of those New England IPAs that they just load up with caramel malt. I'm not a big fan of.
Legendary Tanner.
I'll give it a shot next time around. Cheers, guys.
Hey, Legendary Tanner kind of has like a pinkish color, actually, believe it or not.
It doesn't really match up to. I mean, it doesn't match up to what I'm used to.
I can see why that
in New England. It might be more of like an American IPA, West Coast style. They're calling it an Imperial IPA. So I'm guessing they're going for more like that American IPA.
True that.
Yeah.
But personally, it looks like it's going to be loaded up with that caramel malt, which I'm not a big fan of.
Yeah, we'll find out when you drink it, my brother.
Yeah, we'll find out. Cheers.
You just broke the beer kid spirit there. Uh-oh.
Yeah, he doesn't know what channel I'm on. All right.
Oh, wow. Sick burn, bro. All right. Time for I'm going to do a beer. I was thinking between a beer and a bourbon. We're going to do a beer. I was going to do both, but I'm going to keep it to one topic.
Hey, Eric, I have a suggestion. If you don't like your beer, what you could do is put the bourbon in the beer. I've done that before.
Ooh, I don't know. If I don't like, this could be more of a vodka infusion than to put bourbon in this particular.
Oh, then vodka. That would be good too.
This beer, however, is a sour ale. It's done in collaboration with the J. Wakefield Brewing Company. It is a Finback Brewery beer at 6% ABV. Again, it's a sour ale, and it is called Haterade. Haterade. There you go. Haterade, New York City. And God, if I know what the date is on the can, it doesn't list it anywhere that I know of. Not on the bottom of the can.
They did that coconut IPA collab that I enjoyed.
Oh yeah, love coconut beers. They're my favorite.
All right, so let's see. The Untapped.com says for a commercial description, fruit punch inspired sour ale that'll transport you into your childhood in one sip.
Hell yeah!
Well, I'm gonna pour it into this little brewery style glassware from what used to be called Newport Storm down there in the Newport, Middleton, Rhode Island area.
Oh, Eric, did you say it's Finback? They're beers I've been trying to look for a long time.
Finback, yeah, you should be able to get Finback where you're at. Definitely 100%.
Should be soon anyway. Yeah, I haven't gotten it
All
yet.
right. Whoa.
Oh wow.
Oh,
that-
Lord. Looks like
holy
fruit Hawaiian punch.
That looks like a freaking punch beer, baby.
I will be
Oh
taking
yeah.
that beer in the koozie.
Matches your shirt.
It does. Jeez.
Good on me. I
Your
just
3D
bought this
beer
after
glass.
work in a mix of 6. Let's see. Popping and fizzing for days. Can we get a good look at this, please? Yeah. One finger ahead in this glass. Well, super poppy and fizzy. Ooh, yeah. Well, we'll get to this Hawaiian punch in a glass because that's pretty much what it smells like. Well, we'll get back to that.
It's gonna
Well,
stain your insides.
Yeah, it might at least stain my tongue there, like that Ecto Cooler beer that everyone else drank. Well, we'll see what that's like. So far, it smells exactly like zero alcohol. We'll go back to Alex and talk about the fruit punch beer for a while. Cheers.
Well, I'll tell you this much. Like, you know, one of the punch drinks that are called, it's called the I think the Red Devil or something like that. I've had that. That's delicious. It's fruit punch, and I think with fruit and all that with alcohol.
Sure.
Nice.
I've had that before. Delicious stuff.
Hell yeah.
Just saying. I've had it a while ago. It was like during actually a Halloween party because that's, hey, you got to have the word devil in it if it's Halloween party. So, all right, this is what I'm drinking.
Thank you, Sam.
I'm drinking that. I love imprint beers. They are delicious. And man, it still smells good after a couple weeks. I'm surprised it hasn't turned over because you get these weird feeling that is it going to turn over because you know how these IPAs are.
Turn over.
You know what I mean? Like it turned, sideways if you get them spread.
Oh, okay.
You get up and down.
Yep.
Still smells like that. Pineapple sweetness smells just. I mean, it's like, let's say this. It's like juice in a glass. That's why they have that. The legendary Dan actually from FLX Beer Reviews actually looked this up for me. It might have been you. I think it was FLX Beer Reviews because he sent it to me on Instagram. That there's different variants of this beer.
Cheers, Luke John.
I haven't had it yet. I've had this beer before, but I'm just saying I've never had the other variants. So that looks like a New England / IPA, kind of like New England West Coast IPA. Not too bad. I don't know, but it looks like an orange juice in a glass, if you want my opinion. Pineapple in a glass. So nice frothy head. It actually went down a little bit. It's still there. I saw a bumpy there. Let's get into this flavor. Let's get into the taste, and then that's it. Cheers.
Cheers.
I know
man.
you all love that guy.
Slanty.
Suayente. That's what you.
Still juicy, and a little bit of creaminess, like a little great, a little thick mouthfeel. Perfect. I'm sorry, man. I thought this beer wasn't going to taste good, but I thought because it was good before, but you never know. Like I said before, you never know. Now, as I'm talking, you still have that little bit of pineapple too. Yeah, this is. It has the little nice dankness to it. A little bit of drying on the palate, but again, these beers I could drink all day. This is a good summer beer. This could be a good winter beer. As a matter of fact, I cannot wait for the winter because I'm going to be putting this kind of beer in the freaking snow. Now, okay, you're wondering, what are you
put in your mouth?
What are you talking about putting beer in the snow? No, I'm not talking about putting actual beer in the snow. I'm talking about put the can in the snow, keep it nice and cold, and then when you open it up, oh yeah, delicious.
There you go.
Yeah, I had to rephrase that because you might think, wait a minute, that's wasting your beer.
Hell no.
Snow cans.
It's a nice mouthfeel, great flavor, great dank flavor, a little bit of pineapple. What's up there, legendary Smalley?
He wants to know if it's creamy, or is it just creamy?
It's not a creamy. It's like It's just like a thick mouthfeel, like a juicy. If you drink like a pineapple juice, or if you drink a what's it called? A orange juice. That's what I'm talking about. Like that kind of stuff. I'm not talking about creamy. I'm talking about like that thick mouthfeel that you want.
Yeah.
Yeah, I gotta go get more of this. I mean, last time I looked, it was a couple weeks ago, and they had a can of this. They have cans of this. I need to get more of this. This is freaking delicious. And then I'm gonna try to get some vape rings because they are freaking phenomenal.
All right.
I believe we heard a beep, legendary. I'm okay.
Green Man, what's up?
Yeah, Green Man.
Wait a minute. Unless that's a twin, then I swear that looks like Shane Fudge.
It's Shane Fudge.
Yeah, it's definitely him.
We'll
Shane Fudge. Shane Fudge. All right, let's get back to the beer. But hey, Shane, you get me hyped up when you're in live.
Nice.
You're my buddy. You know that. All right, so yeah, that is a great beer. You can taste a little bit of pineapple. I feel like a broken record. I'm tasting like a little bit of pineapple. It's supposed to be. Great mouthfeel, great juiciness, great citrusy. It's a very good beer, and I'm probably going to do my rating now because I'm going to go and talk to my friend.
Okay, sure.
I don't want to be rude. I want to stay here, but I don't want to be, I don't want her to, So she's my, one of my friends. But so
Bye,
I'm going to give this, and I normally don't rush this. I'm sorry.
That's okay. Yeah, do what you gotta do.
This is very rare. I'm gonna give this a 95. This it will get 100. There will be other hundreds. Don't worry about it. But this gets a 95, almost 100. I'm looking forward to the other variants. If you don't believe me, ask the legendary Dan. He will tell you and show you some pictures. He looked it up for me from FLX Beer Reviews. And before I leave, check him out. FLX Beer Reviews, legendary Dan and Mike. And check out all my friends' live streams and videos and YouTube channels. So, I'm sorry I'm not going to be here to do the signing out, but don't worry, I'll make that up starting tomorrow night because I'll be
very good.
I'll be doing my Alex and Friends around 10 o'clock, 10:30, and then I will be doing the McRib Food Friday.
Hell yeah.
8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. So I'm really looking forward to that. The McRib. I don't have to worry about burning my mouth though. All right, I'm going to shut up now and let someone else talk, and I'll see you guys later. And this is Alex Beermaster signing out. Cheers, everybody.
Cheers.
Cheers, Alex. Go get some tail.
No, it's not like no. It's not like that. It's just a buddy of mine. No, just one of my buddies.
The aromas of this Treehouse Big One Triple IPA, which I wouldn't call a Triple IPA at 9.4%, but anyways, let's generate.
It's not letting me get out of here.
Crap. Hi, Alex.
What is going on?
You have to hit the leave studio button.
I am leaving, but it won't let me.
And then since you're tied in with Eric, you have to hit exit stream. Again.
No, don't press end broadcast now.
Not end broadcast, no, but it'll pop up and you'll just say.
You know what? I'll just do this. I'm out of here. See you guys. What the frick is going on here? Why is
Eric can boot you from the studio?
Oh my god.
What the heck is going on?
All right, you figure that out. Well, you'll be in the basement. Cheers.
All right.
You're in the. Okay, there he goes.
So
Thank
some
you, Alex.
aromatics. Yeah, it's I would say it's more on the peachy side, but there's a slight mango. So peach and mango.
Drink a Hellas or a Pilsner.
A little bit of a melon note in there.
Ooh.
Melanoma.
Ooh. No.
No, not melanoma. No, the other melons. Slight the blind melons, yeah.
The blind melatonin. Ugh.
It's a little bit kind of on the oaty hay cracker
We call cracker.
type aromas with a malt. Yeah, I'm mostly getting peach mango and melon.
Sounds good.
Enough's enough. Let's drink. Cheers.
Cheers, buddy.
Solange.
Cilantro.
How do you pronounce that damn word? Solange.
Cilantro.
Yeah, this is like a medium body to it. It's got a slightly creamy mouthfeel. Not super creamy. So sorry, Alex, missed that.
Oh,
Carbonation's kind of lower side medium. And yeah, there is a little bit of like white Wonder Bread, malt, oat, a little hay. Hey. That's all the presence of the maltiness. There is that kind of peachy mango blend. Pango. Slight melon, maybe a little bit berry. Just general, as Joe from the Bear Patrol would say, just field berries. It's berries that you'd find in the field, just kind of a mix of whatever. But it's got this kind of slight berry note right after the melon. The finish on it definitely goes back to being kind of grassy. It's moderately bitter. Grassy hay notes from the malt presence. So oat hay, grass. Touch of floral actually as
there
well.
you go, field berry sons.
Yeah. It gets to that bitterness point where it's like I'm almost like tempted to say pine. There's a little bit of a burn, like a Bernie, a little bit of a Bernie Sanders on the back. Feel the burn. No, that could be the alcohol at 9.4%. Maybe it's not that well hidden. It goes in waves. It's slightly sweet up front. And then, yeah, the bitterness definitely shows up. Tail end lingers on. It's there. A little bit of a burn in the throat. Now, this is only about 3 weeks old at this point, too. It's Treehouse. It could just be hot burn.
Heartburn?
Heartburn.
Heartburn.
Hop burn. But yeah, it's hard to tell really if it's alcohol kind of sneaking in there or if it's just super green. It's not super green because I got that in the fridge. But
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Anyways,
the name of a beer, people.
Cheerios. I'll come up with a score.
Okay.
Cheers, Bumpy.
Just wait until Beer Man describes his beer, Paul. You ain't tasted nothing yet. Here he comes.
Let's see how screwed up I get. All right. Well, let's try and get a little swirly swirl. So this is butterscotch. Now I'm already getting the butterscotch like from afar here. It's like, woo. They say butterscotch, peanut butter, and chocolate. I definitely get butterscotch and peanut butter. The chocolate kind of stays underneath it a bit, but it does penetrate through those smells, those aromas. I get brown sugar and caramel for sure with that toffee. A little buttery diacetyl. Yeah, buttery, real big on the diacetyl actually. Wow. It's not off-putting. It seems like it fits with the style of whatever they're trying to do here. It works. Butterscotch. Come on. Yeah, cool. Dark beer. Can't see through it. We saw it already. But let's drink it. Cheers.
Cheers. Cheers to you, last beer, Josh.
It's got a fruitiness to it. There's a dark fruit. There's raisins. That's weird. And then you get, well, let's go with the mouthfeel and the body. The mouthfeel is actually quite it's kind of viscous and thick and rich. The body obviously is more of a fuller body. It's just got this real nice it's not super thick. It's got a sweet, sticky mouthfeel. It's very sticky and like desserty. I don't think it tastes like a butterscotch though. It's got more raisin, plum, and you get the caramel toffee. You get a sweetness, but it's not super overly cloying. It's very nice. It's got a dryness in the back and the finish. Nice dry off, and I like the dry. I like it when you get like a sweet beer and it dries off. I like that because you want to taste a little bit, like a little punch of the sweetness, and then it dries away and goes. So that's good.
Oh, good. So it's not Werther's original, really.
No, yeah,
not that.
I don't know. Well, like the peanut butter kind of comes through. It's more like a fake peanut butter, though. It's like
peanut butter powder or something.
Peanut butter powder, toffee, caramel malts. Definitely, we're using this. Some kind of like a caramel 80, caramel 120, somewhere in that, maybe something like in that lines. I don't know. It's bringing out like that raisiny kind of toffee caramel, but not really hoppy. And not big or boisterous on the alcohol. You're not really getting a big old punch of that up there or down. It's nice. It's pretty smooth. So not bad for a dessert beer. It's not bad. It just wasn't like, it didn't play the part of like a Butterfinger. So it's kind of looking for the Butterfinger, but cheers.
You gotta play that Butterfinger, right?
I like Butterfingers.
Would you say it's gimmicky there, beer man?
Yeah, gimmicky for indeed.
That sucks.
Those
beers always really because like if I was in the store and I saw that, I would be so thrilled to buy it, and
it looks cool.
I might even buy a 4-pack by the looks of the can, and then you bring it home and you drink one, and you're like,
Yeah, no, it definitely has the caramel. I'd have to say caramel 120, 180 or 80. Kind of that darker caramel kind of features from that malt. It's using roasted barley, I think, too, to darken it up. Yeah. So
what does JV say? Homemade butterscotch is terrible. There's got to be more ingredients. There's got to be more ingredients I missed. Melt butter and pour in scotch. Not bad, but not.
This would be good with some. If it was barrel aged in some Scotch whiskey or something like that, or whiskey barrels, that'd be nice.
That'd be nice.
Actually,
that sounds good.
But
all right. Well, you think we'll come back. We'll see what you think, and we'll see what Tanner thinks of
that.
Some
kids
recommendation.
It's so cold.
Providence Brewing Company. All right.
Still a little bit of a chill in there. Providence Brewing Co. Pound Town. 100% Citra, Mosaic, Simcoe. Oh, no, not Citra. Sorry. Mosaic, Simcoe, Galaxy.
Whoa.
On the nose. I'm kind of getting that mango gummy vibe from this. Lemony citrus. A little bit of grapefruit. Definitely some caramel malt, like I said, up front. Super caramel malt forward. A little bit of like hop resin. Some biscuity breadiness. But for the most part, like I said, I'm getting like a mango gummy. Now they're saying guava. I don't really get... They're saying guava, mango, citrus. I'm not really getting much of guava. I think that malty sweetness is a little overpowering. I mean, I don't know how old the can is. They don't put a date on it. So, I mean, that's definitely a impact on the score personally. But overall, it doesn't smell too bad. It doesn't have anything offensive in the flavor. But it smells pretty straightforward. 7% alcohol by volume. Definitely no boozy ethanol alcohol aroma detected at all. Let's dive in. Cheers.
Cheers.
Lunge. To the beer. Do not be a douche, you douche. Be a good beer.
Be a douche.
Bon voyage.
Don't be a douche, beer. All right.
Most of their beers are douches, but I want to see if
Beer
they-
man. Don't be a douche.
Don't douche
Nah,
my
beer
beer.
man's not a douche yet.
I am a douche.
Oh, JB says beer man rocks. Let's see. What you think, Tanner? Oh no. Let's get a close up on that anger
It's
face.
very lackluster. It's very like there's not much flavor to it. I'm just kind of getting like a astringent, slightly hop resin bitterness. There's a little bit of a citrusy aspect. It tastes super thin for a 7%. And it totally has like that drying aspect on the finish. Yeah, you can feel it in your gums.
Ooh.
Like it's just super, super drying. You almost want to take a sip of water after sipping on this beer. It's very thin and light flavored. There's really not much going for it. I get a little bit of that gummy-like flavor and a little bit of that mango. But overall, it's just pretty disappointing. I will say, even the caramel malty sweetness that I was getting on the aromas, I'm not really picking up on the palate as well. Not sure why the kid recommended this one. I don't like it.
Go whoop his butt, says Sam.
It's very rare that an IPA I'm not a fan of, but this just doesn't. It tastes like watery, dry bitterness. There's really not much flavor to the beer at all. It's got to be old. It's got to be old.
No. That's just how their beer tastes in general.
I don't know.
I have
It's
experience
really
with their
not winning me over. If I handed you this,
Lacking a bunch of luster.
yeah, really. If I handed you this, you'd be like, "Oh, what's going on with this beer?" There's no juicy tropical aspect. There's no malty sweetness. It's just literally like slightly citrusy, a little bit of that like gas station mango gummy with a dry astringency. I don't know.
Oof.
Some. I mean, on a positive note, it's drinkable, 7%. There's nothing really offensive about the beer. There's no green aspect. There's no hop burn. There's no booziness. It's just super lackluster and flavorless.
Oh.
I mean, it's been a while since I've had an IPA like this too. And I was a little weary. I'm like, I might put it back. It was like $4 and change for this can. I'm like, he handed it to me and I was like, oh yeah, I'll give it a shot, And then I looked at the bottom, no date. And I was like, I'll give it a shot. I've never had anything from Providence Brewing Co. But yeah, overall, not thrilled at all. Not something I would pick up twice. I gave it a shot. I'd like to know what Providence Brewing Co. has for other beers. Maybe I can try something that's I know is fresh.
They have a shitty Oreo style.
IPAs nowadays, it's like if you don't have a date on your can, it's very hard for me to pick it up. And I don't want to be that guy that's like, oh, I only drink IPAs that are super fresh. I mean, I'll drink an IPA that's a couple
What's
months old.
up? Cheers, Twisted.
You don't know if this beer's 2 months old or if it's 6 months old or if it's 7 months old or 8 months old. I don't know. It's just super lackluster and flavorless.
I hate that.
I don't like giving bad scores. I don't like telling people their product sucks because I've seen people brew. I know the process that it takes to actually brew a product, and somebody down the line was like, "Oh, that tastes good. Let's can it and let's sell it." This one, for me personally, thumbs down. I have a score next
Kid. Don't be a douche, you douche. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Twisted. What did Middle Brew said? I love most IPAs I've had, but there have been a few that have had hop combo that resembles gasoline kerosene.
Oh, that doesn't sound good at all.
No,
No.
it's oily. What?
Yeah.
Tastes like oil,
Well,
motor
no,
oil.
maybe it's just a burn.
Oh, it could be.
Yeah.
Have you ever drank gas? Yeah, it kind of hurt. It kind of burns your throat.
Okay,
Yeah.
no.
Well, I've had, so it's funny you say that. I've had like a dirt bike, and sometimes like if you're working on a dirt bike and you have a bad fuel line, you get a little bit of splash of gasoline in your mouth.
Uh-huh. Or if you
Now that
slice
you're
it
probably
again.
drinking
Or
it,
I
you
have
know,
tasted gasoline in the past before. So.
yeah.
Not fun. I didn't openly say, "Hey, let me take a shot of gasoline real quick." But
Woo!
I had
Give me that motor clean.
gasoline.
Give me fuel. Give me fire.
Oh, shit.
Give me a better fucking beer.
Yeah, I'll have a rating on this. Cheers, guys.
Cheers.
All right.
Cheers.
Yeah. What did Sam say? Hey, beer kid, don't be a douche, you douche. Let's put everybody in order, shall we? I think that was the proper order here. All right, so I'm drinking a gimmick. What gimmick is it today? Fruit punch in the form of Jay Wakefield collaborating with Finback in Queens, New York. Haterade. All right, 6%. This should what did Untapped say one more time here? In case people have just come in and don't know what I'm doing here. It is Haterade New York City edition, 6%. Fruit punch inspired sour ale that will transport you into your childhood in one sip. All right. So we talked about the appearance. Yes, it matches the shirt, whatever. I didn't do that purposely. I bought the beer after work in a mix of 6. The cooler section. It looks just like, well, I mean, I would say it looks just like Hawaiian Punch. I think this is even a brighter take on the color red or something. It looks like the Patch Adams or the clown nose you put on or something. I don't know. It had a one finger head. Now it's just down to a little fine rim around the glass. And there you go. And when it was freshly poured out of the can, it was super poppy and fizzy and had a spritziness to it. You could see it leaving the glass at the top. The nose is, I'm trying to think if there's anything else besides, I'm trying to get below and seeing what else is there. But if you've smelled a Hawaiian Punch, you know what this beer smells like. There's no mistaking the Hawaiian Punch nose is prevalent. It's not overly sweet. I don't know what people think about the nose of Hawaiian Punch when they smell Hawaiian Punch, but it's as sweet as a Hawaiian Punch on the nose. And I'm trying to imagine or think about if I'm getting any of the barley underneath or any grains, but not really. No, it just has the fruit punch, bug juice, whatever you call it. Mix the Kool-Aid with the water, or more like a Hawaiian Punch. So, yeah, I'll take a drink of that and see if I'm transported back to my childhood. Oh boy, Solange.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Okay. Much more going on in the sip on the beer. You're introduced immediately to Hawaiian Punch and a really nice super lemony tartness that is practically sour. It's super tart, this lemony note right after the Hawaiian Punch is that super tart flavor of the lemony notes. And I guess that's good. That is good because it says sour ale and you're actually getting sour, and it's not just a fruit concoction that only fits in the terminology of sour, so let's call it a sour. No, it actually has some souring elements to it. The souring element is really nice. It keeps the beer and it keeps the base flavor, that Hawaiian Punch flavor, from getting too sweet and out of control. It dries out the palate really nicely. It has a nice carbonation zing to it. It has a nice carbonation zing to it. It's fairly It's a fairly sticky body, and it's fairly dry. You're getting left with all the lemony warhead tartness to the beer. Just some of the fruit juice, or the fruit juices, some of the Hawaiian punch is left in the palate, and you can definitely taste more of the fruit punch, that Hawaiian punch flavor on the lips at this point. Again, it's pretty sticky for what it is. I guess I would say, I mean, it thins out a little bit while it dries, but not really much. There's a pretty long-lasting souring finish to this one, or a really, really tart lemony note. I would say I guess I would say it's a light side of medium, but definitely it's a medium-bodied beer. It's nice and crisp. Because it's souring and the souring note lasts for a while, your mileage may vary on what cleanliness is and what's clean about the beer. I guess you could call it a pretty clean beer. It's super quenching. I do like that sour middle part of the beer that keeps the base flavor of the Hawaiian punch from really getting overly sweet, but you're getting that nice flavor initially with traditional American style souring ale notes. I'm not getting anything that's screaming 6%. It kind of has a little bit of a barley taste to it, which is kind of a little odd, but it reminds you you're drinking beer, which is, I guess, is nice in a way. What do they call this stuff in like the United Kingdom? Alco Pops. It's like a malternative. It kind of basically tastes like a malternative that's got some sour edge to it. So very, I don't know if this is the best thing on the planet Earth, but for a sour beer, not too shabby. It's definitely a novelty that I would not go back to very often, but that's a very nice interpretation of a sour beer that doesn't have to have this super smoothie milkshake, texture and body to it, which is nice. So dedicated to the craft, no matter what. No doubt. What do you say? When you match your shirt to your beer color, then you're just reaching the top beer status. Again, I bought the beer after work, and I put this shirt on before I even knew this beer existed. So there you go. Well, cheers, everybody. What show is this? I don't know. It's the last beer of the night, Josh. Yes. Come on in. You got.
Oh, God, bitches!
You need to drink a beer. Come on in. Okay. Yes.
I mean, just don't be a douche,
Jesus. So we're gonna go back around and get everybody's final thoughts and ratings on their beers this evening. So start back up again with the Bumpy Road Brews.
Is it me? Is it really me?
Oh yeah, Alex already won.
Oh, that's right, because Alex, had to dip out because
I'm going to phone.
On the phone. The hell is that? Girls, man, they ruin everything. Untapped.
Jesus, Sam, no.
The big one is our first canned triple IPA. It is brewed and dry hopped with a tremendous amount of hops, roughly approximating the haze hop bill. So it's their haze IPA bill, I guess. It tastes like orange juice, not to me. Tropical fruit, yeah, there's tropical fruit notes, and mango, which I think is also considered a tropical fruit, with a robust and supple mouthfeel. They scored it at a 5,521 ratings. This beer averages out at a 4.44 out of 5, which on my scale would put this in the very good range. What I ended up scoring this beer was a 43.5 out of 50, which puts it in the very good range. So, yeah, I think it's very good. I would say that I do prefer their regular double IPAs over their first attempt at a triple. Even though the ABV didn't reach what I would consider triple status, it just wasn't as balanced out as a lot of their regular double IPAs. If you're looking at like their greens, the Julius, Doppelganger, all those ones, So actually, Julius, I think it's just a 6.8% ABV, so it'd be like King Julius. stuff like that. But yeah, the big one, it's all right. It's very good, in fact. Go out,
Hell yeah.
Treehouse, and get it for yourself if you can. Or just know somebody that may have purchased some, and maybe they'll send you something eventually.
You never know.
You never know.
This beer community is fun loving, I guess. Cheers.
Yeah,
We'll
they have a different variety for each.
Huh?
For each facility, they have a different variety, because I remember John was talking about certain beers that he picked up from Treehouse, and I was looking at the Charlton location, and he got some beers that wasn't available at the Charlton, so I think they have a different variety.
Yeah, there's a huge variety at the
new one,
the Tewksbury one. Yeah, I mean, most of the beers are brewed in, because it says right on it, brewed in Charlton. So they're getting a bunch of the beers from Charlton, and then they're sending them to Tewksbury to be
canned.
I don't even think they brew at the Tewksbury place. I think it's just a place where they basically have like a loading hall or something.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I don't think they brew at any other Treehouse location.
Yeah, so maybe that's how they get you to go to their new location. They're like, oh, we're going to brew a bunch of different shit, and you can only get it if you go to the new location.
Yeah. I mean, it was nice. It was, it wasn't that bad. It was like a 50-minute drive for me.
Nice.
One way. I mean, it's obviously a couple hours going back and forth. But yeah, it was, you place the order. You tell them when you're going to kind of be there. You show up. They bring the beer out to you, and you leave.
There you go.
Alex gave a 95. If you didn't notice. I think Alex said 95. Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, well. Well, we're going to come back around to everybody at the end and do what we normally do in the beer community and shout out what's going on in the community, what's going on your channel. So we'll come back to Bumpy and everybody else at the end of the video before we sign out and chit chat about the YouTube channels. Let's go to that guy. He's ready. He's getting ready to go.
Okay, fruity dark fruits. But no, it's as it warmed up, I started to get a little more, I guess, of that butterscotch bar kind of thing. It did start to kind of bring out the chocolate more, a little bit. I guess it is. Let me read real quick what they say about it on Untapped. I didn't know that this was the case. You remember that house that gave out king-size candy bars? We may be grown-ups now, but that thrill never goes away. So we poured our love of candy bars into a king-size can. For this, we brewed an Imperial Brown Ale. So it's an Imperial Brown with notes of chocolate and toffee, and blended it with some fresh and some barrel-aged Imperial Stout. To top it all off, we added peanut butter powder, let's say, and chocolate, giving us one of a kind, crispity, crunchy, and peanut buttery treat. Okay, so it doesn't exactly taste like a Butterfinger, but it's definitely kind of alongside what they're saying there. Maybe they intended to make it taste like a Butterfinger, but it didn't also for them. I don't know, but I'm just gonna score this. Enough talk. Not bad, gimmicky. I'll say 9. I'm gonna go 88 out of 100. 88 out of 100 on this one. They scored it 4.01 on Untapped, which is actually not bad. But how many reviews did they give? Quite a bit. Jeez. All right. Maybe I'm being mean, but 88. Screw it. I'm sticking with it.
Review as you see it.
Cheers.
Your review.
Cheers. Cheers for fears.
Cheers, man.
Well,
shout it out loud.
Shout. Let it all out.
Bring some brew for you to smoke. Whoa, kangaroo. Jesus. All right.
Okay.
Let's go right over to Tanner for the astounding numbers that the Providence Brewing Company will receive tonight.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
So
I think he's telling the actual truth about their beer, so listen up, everybody.
there's no date on the can. I don't know if it's old or not. It's almost flavorless. It's got like this mango gummy note and then super astringent drying aspect on the finish. Overall, it's not a good beer. I'll give it like a 70. I like the mango gummy note. But overall, the beer with the price, $4.50 for a single can. It was like they wanted like there was a sticker on the side, but I ripped it off. It was like 18.50 for a 4-pack. If I bought a 4-pack of this, dude, I'd be pissed, to be honest with you. I don't know how old it is. Like I said, no date. And just the flavor that I was getting from this, it was just super underwhelming, flavorless. 70 out of 100. That's all I want to say. Providence Brewing Co. Pound Town.
Pound Town.
Thumbs down.
Providence's nickname.
Pound Town.
Damn it.
That is
Thumbs
not the
down for
nickname.
Pound
That is
Town.
not the nickname of Providence, Rhode Island. By the way, it's not the Pound Town, all right?
Yeah, I like Joe's comment there, Tanner.
Right.
Read the yes. There you go. Their lyrics to a song. These are the beers.
Yeah.
Come on, I'm talking to Tanner. Come on.
Yeah, don't buy this.
All right. Right back at you.
Nice.
That's about as nice as I could be without being.
I mean, I feel like I've had a slightly better experience at that original location
I don't know what happened
in
with
North
this.
Providence, but I don't think I've had I don't even my buddy that lived down the road from that brewery. A local that does like craft beer never really, unfortunately, said a very many good things about Providence Beer Company. So we're telling you to step it up if you're listening, Providence Beer Company. Get it on. Tanner, can you please get the beer kid on your next review? He sounds like a true beer master. Oh, the guy.
I'll get right on that, man.
Oh, Jesus. What did Jamie say? Oh, $2.99 for a 12-ounce can of his beer he's drinking this evening. Very nice. All right. This is the most disappointment upset I've ever seen, Tanner. Damn, get fucked, nerds. Oh, Jesus. Just go to the brewery and tell me to get fucked. I don't know. But ooh, fruit fly or something. Holy shit. The fruit fly might like my super sour fruit punch beer. So I am getting some of the I don't know. Did we say hat burn earlier? The hat burn from the sour beer. I'm getting a little bit of that in the stomach piece, but I think this one's a little bit more on the souring, on the tart souring side than some even some of the smoothie sour beers. I think some of those are a little bit more integrated with the sour and the fruity flavors. This one's pretty sour towards the end of the sip, so it is giving me a little bit of that sensation, which I don't know if that's to be expected, but this is a gimmicky beer, this Haterade. It really does taste like bug juice or the Kool-Aid or Hawaiian Punch with a fruity, with that sour lemony warhead kind of kick in the middle of the sip. Nice carbonation, nice sticky body. Not the greatest thing on the planet Earth, but I think for what it is, they're achieving it, and it's being done in a very it's being done very well. So not gonna give it super high praise really, but I think an 88 is pretty warranted for what it is. It would get high marks for what it's trying to do. For me, I do think it's a B+ beer. It's not a beer style that I often would gravitate towards. It's not a beer style or a beer in general that I'm going to buy every time I go to a bar or every time I go to the liquor store. I need to buy this beer and stock up on it. I love it that much. No, not really. I am giving it slight benefit of the doubt for what it is and how it's achieving it. It's very interesting flavors. I'm not put off by it. I'm put off by the little bit of the sweetness. The souring element is giving you the indigestion, the sour stomach kind of thing. So sip carefully, maybe share one of these cans and spread out the hot burn. I don't know, but 88. I think it's a very interesting beer that I would recommend if people see it to give it a try. Beer Patrol is being really poetic. What did Sam say? He's gonna get some shit and set it on fire. Oh no, don't do that, Tanner, at the brewery. No. Don't do that. Jeez. All right. So we're gonna go back around. We're gonna go back around the horn and let everybody do some shout outs and before we conclude this evening's broadcast. So shout out anything you want about your beer channel, your YouTube channel, what's going on next on the show, and let's start back up again with Bumpy Road Brews.
Itchy upper lip. It must be my turn to speak.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I'm all caught up on videos. So I'm putting out videos now on Wednesday, Friday, and Sunday. As my like 50-point inspection videos or whatever else may come up if I have like any bumpy on the roads again. Probably not anytime soon for that, but in the future, there's always hope for the future.
Yeah.
Live stream Monday night, 8 p.m. Eastern time. It starts at 8 p.m. Eastern time, and the show is called
Concept.
The show is called New Brew. Just bring a beer that you've never had before to join up on panel. You'll get the idea of the show as it goes along. If you've never seen it or if you've never been on panel before. Yeah. Other than that, I would like to shout out. I'll shout out just one channel. I shouted out Joe last time, so I'm going to shout out the FLX boys. Actually, Alex already did them. Never mind. Forgot. Alex was here, Joe. He had to call back a lady.
Yeah, somebody. I don't know who that was.
Mm-hmm.
LaQuisha or somebody. I don't know.
Yeah.
LaQuisha.
On the toilet. And yeah. Who can we shout out? John and Nellie's going to be taking a hiatus. So we can kind of like hold off on him.
We just shouted him out.
We can shout out. Let's shout out Nerd Sense.
Yeah, do that.
Why
not?
Shout out.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, Nerd Sense. You got Sean and Mike. They're out of they used to both be out of Massachusetts, but now one's out of Mass, one's out of New Hampshire. They're two friends, much like FLX, but they're very nerdy. As in the concept of they actually like comic books and stuff. They're into that, like comic book heroes, Batman, Superman, She-Woman, whatever.
No.
And but they do beer reviews, and yeah, it's nice to. I don't think they score on their channel. I think that's what I kind of gathered. They don't give like ratings to the beer, but they will kind of talk about what the beer is to them, what flavors they're getting and stuff like that, and you'll get the feels as to whether or not they like it or not. So, yeah, Nerd Sense. It's all
sense.
It's all making sense.
All right.
Making sense.
Oh, sweet. Thank you, Bumpy.
Yes, you'll know you got their channel if you see a beer can that says NS on it with a cape. That's their logo.
Oh yeah.
Nice.
Sweet. Thank you, Bumpy. All right, beer man.
Well,
all right. Beer and cheese is the same as always. Fuck's sake. Bring it. 8 o'clock Eastern next Tuesday. Wednesday we'll actually beer and cheese. It's fun. It's fun show. So if anyone wants to come on there and show off some stuff and pair it up, that's good stuff. So been doing it for about 2.5 years, and I'm not tired of it yet. So Wednesday, due to a job, I have Wednesday, Thursdays off, but I'm able to make Monday, Tuesday shows because I can get home before 5 my time, 8 your time. So we're good there. But Wednesdays might change a little bit because I need to brew the day before. On my first day, and then the second day I take some time to kind of clean up the system and get my shit together so I can go to work the next day on Friday. So Wednesdays might be a brew day, maybe once a month or something. Then we'll do 3 weeks of I like your style or something like that, but I'll let you know ahead of time. And but that's always at 6 o'clock. And this one is what is it again? Oh shit. Anchorman theme, Anchor something, that movie with
Yeah,
Will
Anchorman.
Ferrell. Yeah, the Anchorman. So something based on that would be great. Bring that up and let's try it out. And got a video coming out tomorrow, so check out my beer review tomorrow at 3:00 p.m. my time, 6 yours. And one person to shout, man, is Don's Beer Reviews. Yeah, man, Don's cool from Scotland, man, and he's last one. What the hell,
Nice.
Don? What are you doing to us? I don't know, but he had a passion fruit coconut banana thing coming out. He's cool. Cheers, my dears. That's all I got. Cheers. Thanks, Eric.
Cheers. All right. Well, I'll go next since Tanner had to step away for a quick moment. Yeah, so we'll try to do this again next week on Wednesday. The Wednesday will be the 9th of November, and we'll be into American Thanksgiving before you know it. So we'll be back here at 7:30 Eastern Standard Time. That'll be 4:30 Pacific time for all you people in the Pine Tree Forest over there. And it's a Wildcard Wednesday. What we do here, it's beer, drink a beer, wine, or a spirit, or really any adult beverage, and let's just have some fun. No one's been a complete douche, so thank you. Cheers. Trying to think of somebody else. I'm looking at all the names of great YouTubers on YouTube. Yeah. And I'm trying to figure out who to give a shout out to. I might as well just go with our man's recommendation over here. Jamie C. Well, shout out to that guy too. But shout out to Can't Beer Reviews from jolly old England. He goes live at 9 p.m., which is at the top of the hour here. So go and check out his stuff. Sometimes he does lunch. I don't know how he gets away with it. Lunch and a beer live, and he'll just shoot the shit, and anybody that's there will just talk back and forth with the panel, and questions come up. He'll just talk about pretty much whatever. Woo is right. Yeah. There you go. Cheers. That's all I got there. So let's go back out to yeah, thanks for the shout. You got it. Cheers. So let's go back to Tanner, the East Coast Liquor Reviews, for any updates going on the channel and shout outs.
All right. So shout out to me. Probably going to be doing something next week. I've been kind of taking a break from my Saturday shows, but I do have a decent amount of videos that I've been dropping lately. I might go live, possibly sometime during the week. I am on vacation, so I might do just like another random pop-up live. But yeah, other than that, just look at my beer reviews that I've been dropping. I'm kind of caught up. I have a couple other videos that I need to release. And then, yeah, pretty much what I have reviewed is going to be stuff that's only a couple days old. So look out for that. Shout out to other people. Go check out Whiskey Encore with Cheech.
And Sean?
No, just Cheech.
Oh.
So he usually goes live after the Bourbon Junkies. It's like a whiskey hangout. Pretty much just shoot the shit, talk about whiskey. It's usually around like Tuesdays, 11 to 12. And then shout out to Keith from 93 Lumber. I did review a beer on my beer session video that I did tonight on my live stream. So go check out 93 Lumber spelled out. Do you guys shout out Joe? Anybody shout out Joe?
No, because I shouted Joe out last time on Beer Man's channel, so I said, fuck you, nerd.
Oh. Well, shout out Joe. Shout out to Joe.
Same thing.
Shout out to Joe.
Yeah.
Control.
Yeah.
I believe he just dropped a video, and it was calls it a whodunit. So it was like a mystery beer. You do have to watch it, Joe. So go check that out. And also FLX Beer Reviews, Dan and Mike. You guys didn't already shout them out. I had a can that they had given me for Quantum sour IPA with raspberry. I thought it was going to be more IPA forward with like just an adjunct of raspberry, but it ended up being like more along the lines of like a heavily fruited. So that was really good. But yeah, that's pretty much it for me. Thanks for having me. Cheers.
Nice.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers to the
Well,
beer.
Bumpy. I hope you choke on all that shit up faster. Oh man. Ouch. Oh,
God damn.
well, I like to say that when you get this computer, if you actually did
Treehouse
get,
gin.
oh geez, if you actually did get this computer, Sam Smalley, one of these days when it's Thursday and we're in Wednesday land, or when it's Monday and you're in Tuesday land for one of these shows that happen on Mondays and Wednesdays, or Tuesdays for cheese, and it's the next day for you, you can get on your laptop and maybe we'll see your smiling face from a day in the future. That'll be cool. What are you, like 23 hours away from our past our time zone here in the East Coast portion of the United States? So that would be cool one day. We'll figure that out and we'll have a big old welcoming party when that happens. That'll be cool. So Alex isn't here to do this grand old shout out, but
Tanner knows how to do it.
What? You want to do Alex shout out?
Oy.
you know how to shout out
Yeah. Okay. This is Alex the Beer Master.
no, it's not.
We'll see you on our next live stream. Signing out.